Good evening, eminent guests, Mr. Murali Manohar, ladies, gentlemen, and dear friends. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to our first ever virtual career guidance program, Avenir 2020. This is Kopika Dalil of Class 11F with you this evening. Dear audience, I would like to request every one of you to fill the feedback form that will be posted in the description box. A proper use of science is not to conquer nature, but to live in it. Celebrating nature, cultivating the future. Who better could substantiate this than Mr. Murali Manohar, our speaker for the evening? Mr. Murali Manohar, General Manager of Tech Farming International, Sultanate of Oman, is a competent and committed agricultural professional with expertise in all aspects of smart agriculture practices. The need of the hour to utilize technology for better and sustainable farming practices. A warm welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Now, we play the video.
Introducing to you Mr. Murali Manohar, a leading name in commercial agriculture and farming operations in India and Middle East. Mr. Murali Manohar advocates sustainable farming practices as well as provides a comprehensive approach to urban and rural agriculture project development. Presently working as the General Manager of Tech Farming International, Sultanate of Oman. Mr. Murali Manohar is a competent and committed agricultural professional with expertise in all aspects of smart agriculture. He leads an expert panel of well-trained professionals specialized in hydroponics, aquaponics, and sustainable farming. He brings forth over 16 years of experience in agricultural production and management. A self-motivated professional, Mr. Murali Manohar enjoys multitasking and demonstrates great interpersonal skills.
Thank you, Alishba Khan of 9D for the brilliant video and Jennifer Jason of 11D for the soothing voiceover. May I welcome you, sir, for your presentation.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Respected Board of Directors, respected principals of Indian schools, staffs, students, and parents, a very warm good evening to all of you. So today's actually we are here to learn. Discuss about the opportunities happening in agriculture fields, especially in agriculture and horticulture. That is a topic for today's Avenir 2020. You might be knowing, during COVID, everything has been changed by COVID. We are now living a new normal life everywhere. So as you know, during the COVID time, every industries was on halt except agriculture. Even when everybody was, every industry was closed, but agriculture was still going. So that shows the importance of agriculture, and that is the opportunity of agriculture going to be, because especially even after COVID, the total thing in food safety, safety and sustainability, all the countries are now focusing on food safety and sustainability, because people know, governments and people came to know that nothing can bring food from outside if any pandemics, something like COVID happens in the future. So that means every country is now planning to be self-sufficient in agriculture and to supply food for their people. So that is the importance of agriculture. So when coming to the opportunities in agriculture and horticulture things, usually what happens is when during our time, and when we were all studying during our time, we were having very less opportunities or very less knowledge about the opportunities inside, in throughout the world. But during this time now colleges, I mean schools like Indian schools and all making their programs like Avenir. I think this is the third year. I know we are. I mean, I am also participating in Avenir for the third year. So that creates a lot of opportunities for people, students to know what is happening outside, and that is the best thing of having such programs. Because usually what happens is like if you are having less knowledge about opportunities, you will try to settle down with what you are having. So that is not required nowadays, because you are getting everything exposed. You're getting a lot of knowledge. You are getting information what is happening throughout the world. So that creates a big opportunity for you all to do a good career thing in your agriculture field also. So usually we all talk about career opportunities, and I would like to say that this nowadays it is not career opportunity, it is life opportunities. Because career is always like a limiting thing. It's like life opportunity. Whatever you do, whatever you see, you can see the opportunity and try to make use of that opportunity and be try to excel in that opportunity and create your own path. So that is the main thing, because now it's not only joining in jobs, but the main thing is like you have to create jobs, especially in agriculture. Is a industry now. We can definitely call it as an industry now, because everything has changed in agriculture. So in agriculture industry now, you have to learn things and you have to create jobs, so that instead of looking for job, we will urge you to create jobs and create food for others. So that means by creating your income or your jobs, you are also providing food for the nation or food for the world. So that is a very, very good opportunity, which is not available for many of the other industries. So agriculture has got, you can create your own job, you can create your own income, and at the same time you are feeding the world. So that's a very rare opportunity when compared to any other industries in the world. So with this, I'll just pass on to some of the opportunities in agriculture. By 2050, a projected population of 10 billion people recurring, it requires 70% of increase in food production. By 2050, it required 70% increase in food production. And the question is like, who will lead the way to find a solution to provide such huge amount of food for the global people? And the main thing is like only 3% of the college graduates are considering agriculture as their career. So that is the that is the important thing. Very few people are considering agriculture, even though agriculture is the backbone of everything for human being. But still, very few people consider agriculture as a profession in the way. And we will need to produce more than more food in the next 40 or 50 years than what we have already produced in the 500 years. So that means the population is going very high, and we have the responsibility to feed the people. So that is a very important thing, and that is the future of agriculture. That means you have a very high opportunity lying on agriculture, because your food requirement is getting multiple times higher, and there are a few people only joining an agriculture graduation, like agriculture jobs. So that means that creates a huge potential for the agriculture field. And people always think that even now they are thinking like we need to wear boots and other things, coveralls, everything in the field to do agriculture. But that has totally changed. Now the new world technology is like agriculture has evolved with high technology when compared to any other industry. We are in the forefront with high technologies and high standards of production conditions, and that creates high-tech type of farming technologies like hydroponics, aeroponics, and plant factory, supply chain analysis and economics. And so it's like a very highly sophisticated type of business now. So agriculture is growing like anything. So there is a huge potential for everybody. you can just see that globally about 1 billion people work in agriculture sector, which was 28% of the population currently. But at the same time, it was 44% in 1991. That means during 27 years, the around 18% of the agriculture people working in agriculture has come down. That is not because the scope has come down. It is because technology has taken over, and the high technology is creating a lot of opportunities in the farming areas, and you can have very high profile jobs in agriculture when compared to other like other industries. You can see an employment opportunities in for college graduates in agriculture sector. 34% even in agriculture, people goes for marketing, merchandising, sales representatives like that. 29% of the people goes for scientists, agriculture engineers and related professionals. And 13% will go for managers and financial specialists. 7% will go for agriculture production specialists. And 9% of people will go opt for social service professionals in agriculture. And 7% of the people goes for education and communication specialists, which is related to agriculture activities. You can see how agriculture has evolved now when compared to old, open field farming. Agriculture has now totally evolved to like a clear cut, like a laboratory. The farming conditions have changed totally, and it is now becoming a laboratory like of condition in which you are getting the safest food and you are getting the highest production and highest results from that. So that creates a lot of thing now, because you can see the technologies like hydroponics, which is growing food or growing vegetables or fruits without soil. So anything, it can be like, it can be in water, where then we call it as NFT, nutrient film technology, or it can be deep water culture, DWC, or it can be substrate hydroponics like, cocoa peat or expanded clay particles like that. So this is the type of farming developments, happening in nowadays. So agriculture is evolving very fast, and there are aquaponics, which is like a combination of hydroponics and aquaculture. That means you make fish in particular tanks, and you use the fish waste for feeding the plants, and from the plants again the water is filtered and then again utilized for the fish. So that means it's a cycle that plants create food for the fish, and fish create food for the plants. So that is called aquaponics. And then there are a lot of happening. A lot of things are happening in aeroponics, which is like growing plants without soil and without water. It's like hanging the plants, and in particular time they are fed with the nutrient solutions like spray. They give a nutrient solution spray, and the plants are hanged in like freely they are hanged. The roots will be exposed, and the roots will be getting sprays of nutrient solutions at a particular intervals. So that is what is aeroponics. These all techniques are helping agriculture to do farming in any areas. You are not having any restrictions by soil. You are not having any restriction by rocks. You are not having any restrictions by buildings. Everywhere you can do farming. Everywhere in the every place you can do farming. So that is creating a lot of opportunity, especially in the field of urban farming, because nowadays we all know that the population especially in the population in metropolitan cities are becoming very high, and it is very difficult because most of the time agriculture will be far from the cities, and bringing farm produce to the cities is creating a lot of traffic blocks, a lot of damages, lot of logistic costs like that. But now to prevent that there is a new technology called urban farming coming up now, in which farming is brought towards the farm and cities. So in the cities, you can do farming in open terraces. You can do farming in your houses. You can do farming in your parking areas. So wherever near the grounds, wherever you are having vacant spaces, irrespective of the soil condition, you can do farming in that. So that is creating a lot of opportunity, and urban farming is becoming a major trendsetter now for farming, and farming job opportunities also. When coming to jobs in the farming sector, there are jobs like farm managers or growers. Farm managers or growers are the persons who are responsible for organizing, analyzing the farm resources, finances, and develop solutions and plans for the future farm enterprises. Then making daily farming decisions like what to be seed, what is the seeding when you are going to opt, what is the fertilizers and nutrients you are going to give. Are you focusing on organic farming or like non-organic farming? So all these kind of decisions, everything will be has to be taken by the farm manager. So farm manager will be in general totally responsible for the whole farming operations and the farming finance on that. So that is that is farm managers. And growers, actually there are a few, there is a few difference between farm manager and a grower, because growers will mostly be focusing only on the growing part of the plants. Like for example, in greenhouses, there is a concept like growers, they will be focusing only on plant growth. They will not be focusing much on the finance and other things. But whereas in a farm manager, he will be considering everything, the total farm finances also, at the same time the farm activities also. So there is everything has been specialized now in farming operations. So you have growers separately, you have operation managers separately, you have farm managers separately, and you have maintenance people separately. So it is creating a lot of opportunities now for people in to get jobs in agriculture fields. And other opportunities in farming sector is like in agriculture sector is like agriculture teaching staffs, agriculture extension specialist, and agricultural journalist. So that is like agricultural extension specialist is like they organize and conduct cooperative extension programs. They advise in instruct the farmers and individuals in for agri businesses. Then their skills are like strong interest in helping others and excellent communication skills. This is required for this kind of agriculture extension specialists. When coming to managers and financial specialists, agriculture consultancy is becoming now a main job, like a main opportunity coming up, because to take a farmer or to take a grower and to train them, it takes a lot of time. So but at the same time, a lot of technologies are available. So technologies are available for the farms. So just to make things faster, most of the time the farmers, the farming companies will take a consultant, and then they take a staff to train them. So the consultant will be giving trainings to the staffs, everything, and so within very few time they can make the project successful, and they can make it running very fast. So that is the major role of agriculture consultant. They do auditing, they appraise agriculture business and make suggestions and improvements, and they helps in making startups to develop very fast. Mostly agricultural graduates, like agriculture consultants will be agriculture graduates, and or having high education and high experience in farming operations. And there are other opportunities like agriculture economists. That is, they do studies in data, they statistical analysis of data, and help the investors to make confidence levels and for changing the consumer attitudes. So that is when having opportunities in as agriculture economists. And there are other opportunities like marketing, merchandising, sales representatives like that. In, for example, in agriculture chemical dealers, there are agriculture chemical dealers. The main thing what we have faced in GCC is like agriculture is evolving very fast. So there are a lot of new generation chemicals and new generation safe chemicals which are coming up. Those are the items which are coming very slow to the region. So that has to be very fast in that. And then agricultural equipment dealers. For example, like hydroponics, it's a new technology. Hydroponics is a new technology. Aeroponics is a new technology, but most of the time materials will not be available. So these are all like job opportunities in which you can start your own business. Also, at the same time, you can do jobs in that, like awareness creation and making available all the materials to the farmers or growers or companies like that. And there are agriculture construction engineers, animal breeders, artificial breeding technicians like that, because and agriculture usually comes with agriculture and animal husbandry. So it comes with animal breeders, artificial breeding technicians, everything comes under that sector. And there are other opportunities like social service professionals. There are foreign affairs officials. Foreign affairs officials, usually they assist in planning and implementing foreign affairs programs which secure the interests of the country while promoting agriculture. So that is the main thing. But these kind of jobs require frequent traveling, and heavy traveling is required for those kind of jobs. And there are food and drug inspectors for agriculture. Food and drug inspector imposes federal and state guidelines standards on food and drug products for the purpose of ensuring consumer safety and fair pricing for the products. So that is also an opportunity for the people in this agriculture field. Coming to latest trends and opportunities in agriculture. Like we all know that artificial intelligence, like AI, it's a field, but agriculture is, as in any other industry, agriculture is also getting the help of artificial intelligence. While technology is making it easier to monitor things like soil conditions, water usage, weather condition, artificial intelligence is making it easier to use that data to make decisions for the grower. Because usually what happens is like, we were all growers. I also started my career as a grower, and then only started other opportunities on that. So when we are growers, our major problems usually what we face is like monitoring of the soil temperature, soil moisture, and then availability of water for the plants. So these are all important things. So especially when you grow farms, and when you are having very big farms, your job even becomes very difficult, because you are not able to cover all the areas, because there are farms like 2,000 hectares, 3,000 hectares like that. So in those areas, artificial intelligence makes a big role, because it can help you tell exactly the temperatures and the temperatures, water availability, everything can be given for you. And other decisions which we can take from that is like what crops should be grown in which fields this year, what was the problems we were facing in the last year on that particular field. So how fast can you catch up and eliminate the disease in a particular crop? All these kind of things can be helped by artificial intelligence, by adopting artificial intelligence. And robots and artificial intelligence abilities can identify signs of disease in vast fields and crops, and also for cattle and pigs. There can be like, so there will be a common pattern, a disease pattern will be there. So this can be easily identified by robots or drones, or by artificial intelligence, other artificial intelligence methods. So these are the things which are happening in agriculture, and these are all creating a lot of job opportunities in this field. And then other one is like blockchain. When it comes to blockchain, because usually what happens is like, now it is an international market. Everything has been international. The market is a global market. You are importing fruit from different parts of the world. So you don't know exactly from where it is coming, and which farm has been done, whether it is produced at a very high standard or a high quality like that. So these are all problems we were facing because of this globalization in agricultural farming. So what happens is like, blockchains will help the supply chain to make a traceability, to make a good traceability, because you might have heard about E. coli causing lettuces problems, and there was a lot of recalls from Spain and other countries when this happened. So the reason was because they were not able to exactly trace to which is the problem, which farm was having the major problem. So it took a lot of time. By the time they were supposed to recall all the products, which created a lot of problems in the market. So nowadays that is not required, because nowadays the products are traced to even to their individual source, like from which farm, which country it is coming, which state it is coming, which company it is coming, and which which production site of that company, and like which field. So it can be traced up to that level. So what happens is, like, even if any problems happens, immediately you can recall only that particular batch. That is not need for recalling all the production or all the things. So these are all creating a lot of opportunities. So blockchain management, all these kind of new trends are coming up in agriculture. These are all creating a lot of job opportunities also in this field. And there are other radio frequency identification, RFID. That is that is also a part of traceability only, because you can mark, or you can what do you call it? You can put individual identification marks for each of the things. Whether it is animals, whether it is plants, whether it is a field or anything, you will be having separate identification marks for everything, and this can be traced till any level when there is a problem happens. So that is, these are all the new trends which is happening in farming fields, agriculture fields. And at the same time, when new technologies are coming, there is a lot of new opportunities coming up. There is openings coming up for new jobs and new technologies, new possibilities opening. Another important trend happening in agriculture nowadays is like Internet of Things, IoT sensors. That is called IoT sensors. IoT sensors are having a big impact on agriculture. Farmers can place their in the fields to monitor crops remotely, and whatever is happening in the field. Because now in greenhouses, now even by sitting here in my office, I can take what is happening in the greenhouses, because everything is computerized and everything is connected to your mobiles. So exactly by sitting here, in what is the temperature inside your greenhouse, what is the light intensity which is happening inside the greenhouse, and what is the humidity inside the greenhouse, and what is the irrigation percentage now currently happening, whether it is sufficient. And there will be alarms when it goes to a particular level. It will give you alarm for caution. So all these things are happening in the field of agriculture. So agriculture is evolving, and at the same time, agriculture is taking technologies from all other areas to make farming very sustainable. At the same time, to provide food for safe and healthy food for the people. So this is why agriculture is evolving very fastly now, and this creates a lot of job opportunities. Now, unlike like traditional farming, now in the high-tech farming, the job opportunities are very high. Your expertise people, actually what happens is, like, there is a huge lack of expertise people in farming technologies. Because now, as we said, like, agriculture farming is very, developing very fast. At the same time, when college graduates and students are very less coming to the field of agriculture. So that means there is a huge gap, and that gap has to be filled. So there is a high potential for jobs opportunities in this field. And other latest trends and opportunities in farming is like genetic editing, GMO, genetically modified organisms like GMO seeds. These are all coming up, which is some of the area. In some countries it is not approved. Even in Oman it is not approved. So, but these are all new trends coming up in agriculture. Then nanotechnology, using nano fertilizers and nano pesticides to increase the productivity without contaminating soil and water. Because mostly the high use of fertilizers and pesticides are creating a lot of contamination to the soil and water, which is a very precious resource for a human being. So these kind of new technologies will help us to reduce the contamination. At the same time, it can create high production for the plants. So that is the main thing of utilizing these technologies. And there are agriculture robotics. We are now using agriculture drones and robots. These are being in practice in most of the farms now, and especially in Europe, most of the farms are like mechanized and totally automated farms are there in European countries, and it is coming to other farm and companies, like even in Oman also now. Lot of new projects are coming up. Very high profile agriculture projects are coming up in Oman also. So that creates a lot of job opportunities in everywhere. So robotics has been used. Agriculture drones are used for even because in traditional farming, when people were using chemicals, people were using spraying chemicals, which was harmful for the consumer. At the same time, it was harmful for the people using that, like spraying the chemicals and all. So, but nowadays that spraying has been taken over by drones, so that the safety of the people working also can be assured. So, a lot of changes are happening nowadays, and things are happening very fast in agriculture field also, and it creates a lot of opportunity. At the same time, it creates a lot of premium type of farms are coming up. So people are also like, while it is having a premium type of farming operations, more people are interested in agriculture. And there is a good thing is like there is a high opportunity and high demand for farms, because everybody, especially after COVID, people have come to know the importance of growing our own food. So that is very important. So that is the reason most of the countries are now trying for becoming self-sufficient in safe food. So that is creating a lot of opportunities. And then there is synthetic biology, that is redesigning organisms for useful purposes by engineering to them to have new abilities. So redesigning the organisms, that is the field of synthetic biology. That is also happening in agriculture nowadays. And then 3D printing helps in providing agriculture prototypes, because nowadays, since most of the operations are mechanized, it needs like a regular system or a similar pattern for machines to operate. So in that way, 3D printing is also new technologies which is being currently used in agriculture. So these are all creating a lot of job opportunities in agriculture fields. There are a lot of emerging careers, like each and every issues will make different opportunities. So for example, like post COVID, the importance of biosecurity monitors are it started a new job opportunity, like which is called Biosecurity Monitor. That is COVID-19 pandemic put the public on high alert and heightened the need for experts in the field. So biosecurity monitors will inspect and monitor cargoes, animals, and plants, lands, water, and products for pests and like viruses or pests, to help to get the best food for the people. So this is so that means COVID has created a different job, like biosecurity monitoring for agriculture. And then there is a wildlife biologist, because nowadays you can hear a lot of happenings like wildfire, like forest fires are happening. So these are all created a lot of new job opportunities, like wildlife biologist. It is like how to prevent the threat of wildlife, like anything. It is available in any countries, because there is a lot of threats happening to the wildlife because of forest fires and all. So just how to prevent that. So that has created another job opportunity in farming, like in agriculture sector, which is like wildlife biologist. And there are data processor. That is like, if somebody would like to work with numbers, or there is a lot of career opportunities for them in agriculture. This helps in creating the data, processing the data, and helps for investors. When somebody wants to create a new investment in agriculture, the people, these companies will give data for that. So data processing and data creation has become a job which is associated with agriculture nowadays. And there are mechanical engineers, because in agriculture also, the food industry and agriculture focuses on efficiency, and mechanical engineers help processing run all the machineries as efficient as possible. So there is a good opportunity lying on for mechanical engineers in the field of agriculture also. So that is why that is the thing. That is agriculture is now. Previously, we were all thinking like only you need to go to agriculture university to take your agriculture graduation, and then you take maybe your MSc, your PhD, whatever it is, and then you come out, then you start a job in your agriculture field. So that was the traditional way of doing it. But nowadays, everything has changed. There is no rule, hard and written rule like, and only agriculture people can do agricultural projects. For example, like you can just see there are like lot of agriculture startups coming up in India. Well, you take up everywhere in India, in GCC countries, in anywhere. You take a lot of agriculture startups are coming, and fortunately or unfortunately, 99% of the startups which is happening in agriculture are not done by agriculture graduates or agriculture fraternity people. So that shows that you don't have to be an agriculture graduate to do jobs or to do business in agriculture. That means people people who are coming out of IIT, NIT, and IIM, all these people are they know the importance of farming. So after knowing the importance of farming, they are all coming into the field of starting up new businesses in business in agriculture. So I always tell my friends and like whenever we take any career opportunity, like career courses or career classes or discussions, we always tell them, once you do your basic basic college or basic courses, whatever it is, and then you start immediately you can start with jobs. No need for go for the highest qualifications in that, because by going for highest qualifications, you are losing time in one way. But at the same time, if you are able to join in some good companies, your practical knowledge will be very high, and once you have the practical knowledge, you have a very high demand for this product agriculture professionals. Like we cannot say it as like agriculture graduate professionals. They are agriculture professionals. They may not be agriculture graduates. They are having high experience in farming technologies like open field or maybe drip irrigations, water saving technologies, maybe greenhouses, hydroponics, aquaponics. So these are all the areas in which you get expertise very fast, so that there is high opportunity laying for you. Because as I told you, even in GCC, the number of projects coming up nowadays, they are not able to get graduate, specialized professionals for those kind of jobs. So there is high opportunity coming up, not only in GCC, in India also, because India is planning to be the food factory for GCC and other nearby countries. So that means India is also looking for a very high investments in farming technologies. A lot of new startups are coming in India, and that makes a high demand for agriculture graduates or like agriculture professionals. I don't see it as agriculture graduates. It can be agriculture professionals. So because at the end of this discussion, we will be showing you where you can get the details about that, where you can get the trainings, where you can get crash courses, where you can get agriculture graduations, everything in that way. So that means it is not only agriculture graduation, you get agriculture trainings like, short-term trainings like 6 months course, all these kind of, things are happening throughout the world. So these are all the activities which creates a lot of opportunities for farming. And in the region, you can see, even if you consider the areas like the GCC, where water is scarce, okay, temperature is extreme. So wherever you have very high difficult areas, you get the best technologies coming up. So when compared to India, a lot of high profile farming projects are happening in GCC. The reason for that is like, your labor is very costly here in GCC. You're having a lot of water shortage problems in GCC, and you are having high profile, high temperature, extreme temperatures and extreme humidity problems in this part of the country. So that is the reason a lot of new high profile and very high tech farming projects coming up in India, just to just to manage these difficulties. Projects are coming up in this region with very high technologies. So that is. You can see greenhouses, you can see hydroponic projects, you can see plant factories. Nowadays, we call it as plant factory. Why? Because it's always, because usually what happens is like there is a high percentage of uncertainty in farming operations, because you think that after doing all these activities, after providing all these inputs, you're going to get particular output from from your production. But usually what happens is like nature plays a big role. So a lot of other activities plays a big role, and your outcome may be good or may not be good. Sometimes your outcome may be very very less when compared to your expectations. So what happens is like your marketing becomes a problem, because the marketing, once you commit, you have to give a regular production to them. So to manage that, now the new technology is like plant factory, in which everything act like a factory itself. You are giving nutrients through precision farming. You are giving nutrients exactly. You are totally covering the area. This is like inside indoor. It's like indoor vertical garden, LED vertical gardens. You are giving total temperatures which are like 18 to 25-degree temperatures inside, and you are giving lights which is required for photosynthesis, that you are giving through LED lights. And there is no pesticide. You don't have to use pesticide because it is totally protected. So that means it is safe food. And then so all these kind of things. And the good thing with plant factory is that you can project your production after like 20 days or 30 days exactly. Like you can, if you are committing a company, a supermarket or a hypermarket, that you're going to give 200 kilo of a production on like January 10th, you will exactly get that much quantity on January 10th, and January 11th, like 11, 12, like every day. So you can clearly plan your production without any or without any, or even like maybe 1% of the differences only. So that is precision farming and precision agriculture. So the new term for that is like plant factory. So it acts like a factory itself. How to start planning for an agricultural career? That means now the opportunities in the field of agriculture, and now we need to know how we create or how we tune ourselves to become a aspirant for agriculture graduates. Like agriculture career. So again, I am telling you, it doesn't need to be an agriculture graduate itself to do farming operations or to do jobs in agriculture field, but you are whatever, in whichever area you are, you can be having good opportunities in farming, like mechanical people, mechatronics, technology people, electricians, plumbers. Everybody has got jobs in agriculture field. So how to if you are an aspirant of an agricultural job, or if you are an aspirant of an agriculture entrepreneur, like the main thing is like I think the legal age for starting businesses in India is like 18 years or something. But even you don't have to wait for that much time. But during your colleges or during your school time itself, because nowadays it's not like previous time. Now everything is available in internet. Most of the farming operations are like do it yourself, DIY. That is do it yourself. So that means while you are studying itself, you can start experiencing your agricultural products, like a small project of hydroponics, or a small project of aquaponics, or a small project of aeroponics. So you can do that in your home itself, or you can have projects in schools. Like that is very important nowadays, because schools have to have projects in high-tech farming projects, so that people get to know about that. And once they are out of the college or schools, they will get a basic knowledge about that. That will help them very fast to achieve their targets in agriculture, if they have a feeling towards agricultural jobs. So that is all important one thing. So to develop an agriculture career portfolio, a collection of your best works on agriculture projects and other career related materials. The portfolio is used to sell your skills to a prospective employers. So what to include in your portfolio? You will have a resume, photographs, written reports, projects that you have completed, and then you have a newspaper clippings if anything has come, letter of recommendations, and then personal and career goals, and then action plan for accomplishing your goals. So these are the things once you are out of the college or schools. So when now currently you are all students, so now we will see during this time what you can do to tune yourself towards the agriculture jobs or towards agriculture business. In the middle school career plan, develop science projects with plants, animals, soil, water, water and soil and energy conservation, ecology, conservation and wildlife. So these are all the things which you can include during your middle school career plan itself. Choose agriculture projects whenever possible. If you are liking to do farm, career in agriculture. So whenever possible, choose agriculture projects when it is coming to schools or other places. And then volunteer to work on lawns, gardens, greenhouses, farms, or on conservation projects. You have to volunteer and then do things so that you learn things while you are a student itself. And then enroll in agriculture or other career education projects at schools itself, because there are a lot of schools which they make agriculture projects. So you have to enroll in that. Voluntarily you have to enroll, because there are actually sometimes they will select people in better than that. If somebody is important, liking that opportunity or liking that job or profession, then definitely they can voluntarily take up that projects which are happening in the schools. And when coming to high schools, you can enroll in agriculture classes, including plant science, animal science, agriculture mechanics, agri-businesses, and farm management things. And you can enroll while you are in college. You can enroll in preparatory courses like English, math, and science, and participate in leadership and citizenship activities. You can participate in different agriculture development practices, like developing leadership in you and citizenship activities. Everything can be done on that, because you see, the good thing of doing a project while you are in college or school itself is like, while doing an agriculture projects in schools, you learn everything together, because there is a lot of indirect things happening while you learn those things, like teamwork is happening. Okay, and then sometimes you expect, your expectation is like you expect like you will get this much production or this quality. Sometimes it goes. So everything what is happening normally in an agriculture farm or in an agriculture greenhouse or a commercial agriculture project, you have a small prototype of what is happening inside that, and what is the problem when there is a problem in irrigation. What happens when there is a high temperature? What happens when there is for example, in greenhouses, even if you are having a power failure for like 2 to 3 hours or 4 hours, and if you are not having a generator backup, it can totally kill all your plants. So these are the things. So all these kind of things you can learn when you are while you are a student itself, and then you can acquire hands-on skill development experiences and conduct agriculture research project whenever possible. Wherever possible, you can conduct small type of agriculture research projects also. And career plan after high school. Enter any community college and take a course that will transfer to the College of Agriculture or Life Science of your own choice. Because when you have a college, when you are studying in the college, any normal college, you have to take then science. If you take science, then you can choose agriculture or like veterinary, whatever it is related to agriculture thing. And then there are 2-year programs in technical agriculture, like vocational higher secondaries and all. So there are those kind of things which also will help you to take up some jobs in agriculture field. Then there is that is the college thing. Then there is agriculture colleges. Main colleges, like you have a BSc degree course on agriculture, and then you have a master's degree course on agriculture, and then you can take PhD or doctorate in agriculture. And then while I would suggest people to go for like master's degree or doctorate and all, if you opt to go for research activities in agriculture thing. If you opt to go for like production, like a grower or any greenhouse specialist or anything in that way, then better after completing BSc itself, you can go for trainings, and then you can join in some companies where you are doing this, and then get trained, so that by the time 2 to 3 years now, you will be a master on farming operations. So but at the same time, if you plan to go for like research activities, or on lab activities and all, then you can definitely go for doctorate or like PhD and all in that. And then even after obtaining an agriculture job itself, you can plan ways to get additional training while on job itself, because you don't have to settle down once you get something and don't get to settle down. You keep on updating, because agriculture is a field now. You just close your eyes and open your eyes, things have changed, technologies have changed. So you have to be updated all the time in your activities. So even after coming out of the college, or even after coming out of the schools, and you have to continuously update your knowledge on farming, because it is a regularly updated knowledge, and regularly updated technologies are coming up in agriculture. So that is a continuous process, and you have to have a regular follow up on that also. Regarding the information, from where you get informations on agriculture career, the best information websites are like, there is a website called topuniversities.com. In that, I have given the link here. If you go to that topuniversities.com and check with agriculture and forestry, you will get around 400 universities worldwide. In each university, what are the specialization, what you have to do to get admissions to that college, and what are the importance of that, what ranking it is there. They have given from 1 to 400 and something like that. Ranking has been given, which are the universities, which place, what are the important courses offered on there, and why they are important, why that university is getting that ranking, etc. So everything has been very clearly given in that link. And then regarding India, because since we are all Indian schools, regarding in India also, there is a website, www.employmentnews.government.in. So that is giving all the informations about regarding opportunities in farming, agriculture and horticulture sector, along with all the universities. There are 32 government universities, and then other deemed universities in India. So all the details about the universities, the courses offered, what are the basic qualifications required for that, the duration of the course, and all these things are explained very clearly in those websites. And to know some high-tech activities happening throughout the world, there is a very good website on that, like www.ffa.org. It is like for Future Farmers of America. It's a website created by American agriculture students. So it's a very good opportunity. I mean, a very good website which is showing all the latest trends happening in agriculture, all the latest technologies happening in agriculture, or latest opportunities happening in agriculture, new jobs coming up in agriculture, new trends happening. So these are all very clearly mentioned in these websites. So that is a very good one. With these three websites, you will get a clear-cut idea about what is happening in the field of agriculture, how to go for your career planning, how you can reach these areas. Set up a plan for in your mind, like I need to be a grower, I need to be a IT professional in agriculture thing, I need to be a robotic specialist in agriculture. So just initially you set up your plans, and then look at this university, look at these universities, and just go through that and see which are the courses offered in that universities, how you are able to get admissions in that university, what are the basic things you have to do to get admissions on those universities, like that. So everything with these three websites, you will get a very clear-cut picture of how to make a good career opportunity in farming and in agriculture and horticulture sector. So it's like, if agriculture is in your future plan, it's never too early to plan for your personal career success. So that means even if you are in your 7th standard studying now, you can plan, you can start planning for your job opportunities or your job dreams, to come to that dreams, and set up your targets. Because I wanted to be a IT professional in agriculture farming sector, or I wanted to be a robotic specialist, I wanted to be a grower, or I wanted to be like a operations manager or whatever it is. So you can be a hydroponic specialist, anything. So initially you set up your plans and you set up your dreams, and then look for the opportunities and know how to reach there. There are very good opportunities like Avenir and all, creating a lot of exposure for the youth now. So make use of that, to the fullest extent, and then focus your things on what you want to achieve. Then definitely you can reach there. And that, as I said, like huge potential for farming operations and huge potential for growers and agriculture graduates. That is for sure, because I know that we are having a lot of projects coming up now, and I know people are looking for agriculture professionals, and which is not easily available. The main other important thing is like people, when you make us when you are coming out of your colleges, you are trying to settle down with what is available nearby you. Like, okay, I may go for an agriculture officer only, or maybe I will go for banking sector. Immediately you change your field to banking sector, like, because people were thinking like agriculture is like a difficult thing, but now it is not that. It is very professional way of doing it. It is a very good opportunity for you, and you have a commitment to feed the world. So it is a very a noble business to say, or it's a profession of hope for all the world. So make use of that, and wish you good luck. And I think if you have any doubts or anything, you can just clear it.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiration. My deep sense of appreciation for Mr. Murali Manohar for throwing light on how agriculture is undergoing transformation and is using a plethora of state-of-the-art technology at their disposal and making the agriculture more suitable. The students now understand that agriculture is a global industry that uses cutting-edge technology and is constantly innovating. It is actively looking to recruit bright, ambitious young millennials. I'm sure many of them are inspired by you and decide to pursue careers in smart agriculture. If you permit, sir, we proceed with a few questions from the audience. Respected sir, here's a question by one of the members of our audience. To take up agriculture in college, do we need to necessarily have biology as a subject in school?
See, as of now, our system is like, you need to have a biology to get agriculture, BSc agriculture graduation in colleges. So that is the system in India. So we need to get a biology. Definitely, we need to get biology to get an agriculture graduation in India. But at the same time, in other countries nowadays, there are, as I told you, like, there are specialist courses. Like if you are pursuing your job in like hydroponics, you want to be a hydroponic specialist. There are colleges like Wageningen University and all. They create a lot of courses in which you can just go and join that courses and get trained for that, and then you come out as a specialist on that. That is possible. But to get agriculture graduation in India, you need to have a biology in biology. Sorry, you need to have a biology.
Sir. Thank you, sir. As you said, agriculture is the most important field. What about the availability of agriculture land? In most places, this land is converted into commercial places. How can we best make use of the limited land?
That very, very, very good question. Because see, as I told you in the beginning, the concept of farming has changed to urban farming nowadays. Because urban farming is like, there is no restriction on land, because you are not growing it on land, because you are growing directly on water, which is called NFT, and then you are growing on substrates, any substrates. It can be wood chips, it can be cocoa peat, it can be rock wool, it can be perlite, and then there are aeroponics. So agriculture concept has totally changed, so that that there is no limit, nothing which limits agriculture from producing. Because anyway, you are going, as I told, the population is growing very high. So you need to feed the world. That is no doubt. You need to feed the people. So when you need to feed the people, and when you are getting a lot of restrictions on your land, water, everything, because now water is becoming very high scarce product. land is becoming a scarce product. So two way of doing it is like, one, you opt other areas in which this is not required. That is one. And second one is like, you try to get the best out of your unit water or unit land. Because in greenhouses, for example, if you are producing 8 kilo of tomatoes in an open field, in greenhouses you are producing up to 30 kilo to 40 kilo. And there are in Netherlands and all, they are able to produce even up to 70-80 kilo per meter square. So that is the thing, that is the way of doing it. So you try to produce maximum from unit area, and then try for technologies which don't require land or more water, because new technologies are like even 95% water saving. They recycle the water, and it is 95% water saving. So these are the two areas in which we have to work on that.
Thank you, sir. Do GMOs have any negative effects?
It's a very controversial thing, because GMOs are supposed to have some problems. That is the reason. So it is not fully understood. That is the reason most of the countries have given restrictions, and some of the countries are banned also GMOs, because people are telling it can have a problem in long future. So we don't know, because only time can tell that.
Thank you, sir. As you said, the chemicals used in hydroponics are safe. Are they giving the same nutritional value as we get from the traditionally grown fruits and vegetables?
Yeah. See, plants don't know whether you are giving it
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Is there? Is there? Stuck?
Sir, we cannot hear you. Thank you, sir. A gentle reminder to the audience to kindly fill up the feedback form posted in the description box. As we come to the end of the session, it is my pleasure to propose a word of thanks. On behalf of Indian School Muskets and the entire team of Avenue 2020, I thank His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq for his benevolence. We extend our sincere gratitude to Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, Chairman and members. Sorry for the interruption. Please hold on. We'll get back. Audience, please wait. We will get back with the questions.
Sorry, the audience, we are unable to get the speaker.
Sorry to the audience, we are unable to get to the speaker. A gentle reminder to the audience to kindly fill up the feedback form posted in the description box. As we come to the end of this session, it is my pleasure to propose the vote of thanks. On behalf of Indian School Muscat and the entire team of Avani 2020, I thank His Majesty Sultan Haitham bin Tariq for his benevolence. We extend our sincere gratitude to Dr. Baby Sam Samuel, Chairman and members of the Board of Directors of Indian Schools in Oman. Sincere thanks to Mr. Ajay Kumar Pillai, President and members of the Indian School Muscat Management Committee. A big thank you to our respected principal, Dr. Rajiv Kumar Chauhan, for his continuous support and guidance. I also thank the presidents and members of the school management committees of Indian schools in Oman, principals, vice principals, assistant vice principals, heads of departments, teachers of all Indian schools of Oman for their encouragement and guidance. I would fail in my duty if I don't convey my deepest gratitude to all those who have worked behind the scenes to make this virtual Avenir 2020 happen. We sincerely hope this session helps our young minds manage their journey through life, equipping themselves with varied careers that provide them with a sense of fulfillment in life. Good evening, everyone. See you tomorrow evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.